Welcome to The Wager Lounge, presented by Sports on the Rocks with Ken Larimer, available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Tonight, I come bearing bad news. The NFL has done it again. They are trotting out Bailey Zappi and the 2-10 Patriots, fresh off a 6-0 loss against the Chargers, facing off tonight against the Steelers, who will be without Kenny Pickett, who they lost last week to a high ankle sprain, and will roll out Mitch Trubisky, who can't throw the ball more than 5 yards down the field. If you are deciding to bet on this game, you have a real problem. And I'm here to help you solve it with my winning picks. If you follow me on Twitter at SportsOTRocks, I posted a 30-1 parlay for this past Monday Night Football, and if you tailed me, you were a winner, thanks to Jake Browning and Jamar Chase's stunning primetime performance. Looking to follow up my primetime performance, here are my Thursday Night Football winning picks that can be parlayed together for a lucrative 35-1 payout. Starting with Pats Steelers under 30.5 points. Since 1979, there have been only 7 games with a game total under 30. Of those 7, only the 1991 meeting between the Eagles and the Saints went under with a 13-6 final. This Pats Steelers total is the lowest NFL total offered by modern sportsbooks since their inception, and I am ready to be a part of history. The Patriots have scored 7 or fewer points in 3 straight games and are starting Bailey Zappi, who looked awful last week, in his first start since October 16, 2022. And will be missing Ramondre Stevenson, who is ruled out with a high ankle sprain, and all 3 starting wide receivers are listed on the injury report pregame. The Steelers, who have been limited to only 1 offensive touchdown in each of their last 3 games, and won't get much help from Mitch Trubisky, who should feel the pressure from the Pats defense all night that has allowed an average of 9 points over their last 3 games. As of this recording, 80% of the public is on the under, and 70% of the money is on the over. But sometimes, you just have to trust your eyes and pull the trigger. Zeke Elliott anytime touchdown plus 210, and over 59.5 rushing yards. The Steelers have allowed 7 rushing touchdowns to running backs and 11 running backs to rush 60-plus yards through 12 games. Someone has to score in this game, and with no offense to speak of on the Pats side of the ball, I expect Bill Belichick to run the ball often and Zeke to show up in a meaningless primetime spot. He went 52, 46, and 54 in his last 3 games with Stevenson in the lineup. With Stevenson out of the lineup tonight, he should see the ball 20-plus times and fly past this over. And if anyone is going to crack the end zone tonight, I think it's the crop top god himself, Mitch Trubisky, under 180.5 passing yards. Watching Mitch throw the ball over the last couple of weeks has me foaming at the mouth to bet his under this week. I'm envisioning Deontay Johnson avoiding blocks and looking disinterested. George Pickens slamming his helmet on the sideline after another punt. And the Patriots defense forcing short dump-off passes to Harris, Warren, and Freiermuth that will keep this passing prop under, which brings me to my final pick. Pat Freiermuth over 2.5 receptions. Freiermuth has an average of 3 receptions per game this season, and last week was a safety latch for Trubisky, and as I just mentioned, I expect lots of dump-off passes to running backs and tight ends on the Steelers side of the ball. He exploded for 9 receptions on 11 targets just a couple weeks ago against the Bengals in a low-scoring game. And though the juice is high for this prop pick, I will happily throw it into my same-game parlay. Again, my 5 winning picks for this Thursday Night Football are Pats and Steelers under 30.5, Zeke anytime touchdown plus 210, Zeke over 59.5 rushing yards, Trubisky under 180.5 passing yards, and Pat Freiermuth over 2.5 receptions. Those 5 winning picks can each be bet separately, but can also be parlayed together for a monstrous 35-1 payout. If you like the picks and enjoy the Wager Lounge, make sure to follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at SportsOTRocks. And make sure to subscribe to the podcast, Sports on the Rocks with Ken Larimer, out weekly on YouTube. I will see you for the next Wager Lounge Sunday night when we get the NFC East battle between the Eagles and the Cowboys. Until then, buckle up for another garbage pile of a Thursday night football. Happy betting, everyone. See you Sunday.